No, hold on. Okay, now we're on air. Hey there, everybody. This is Sam, and you are on Three Gorillas Entertainment Channel. Thank you for watching Rumble in Republic City. Uh, it's a Avatar Fate game that is a little bit more adult than the TV series. So if you're offended by foul language or violence of any kind, I'm sorry. This is not the show for you. But so yeah, let's have the players introduce themselves. Let's start with Chuck.
My name is Chuck Gromas. I'll be playing Granny tonight, a waterbender. I'm here to make sure everybody's taken care of.
All right, Megan.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan. I am one half of the YouTube channel Dice on Ice, and tonight I will be playing Mala, who is an airbender. I'm super excited to play. I love the Avatar uh, series franchise, so awesome. Super excited. Thanks for having me.
Jose.
Hey everybody, my name is Jose. I got the YouTube channel D20Z, and today I'm playing Victor, who's a metal slash earthbender. So I definitely can't wait to see what kind of stuff we come up with.
All right. So with that, let's jump right in. Earth, fire, air, water. Only the Avatar can master all four elements and bring balance to the world. But she's not here right now. So while the cat's away, the mice will play. And with Republic City still recovering from Kuvira's assault, there's plenty of new opportunities to be had. With that, we zoom in to a car speeding down the streets, dodging in and out of Republic City traffic as sirens are blaring in the background. The streaks of fire are passing by the car. The stone pillars are coming out of the ground, and the car is nimbly dodging each one. And with that, there's a sharp right turn. Victor, you bang your head across on the side of the inside of the car. You have a bag full of something heavy inside, fresh from whatever recent gang-related activity you just are suffering the repercussions of. So, who's driving the car?
Abuelita's driving the car.
I'm driving the car.
Yes, you're driving the car.
It's your car. You're the only one with a car.
Okay. You kind of hear her going, "Oh my car! Oh Lord!" But she takes this quarter like a maniac. Like it literally scares the crap out of you guys.
That's amazing. And right after you take that corner, the back window of this honestly rusted, bent, mostly run down but still running Cabbage Corp car just explodes as this perfect baseball-sized ball of ice just shoots right through the back window, nearly taking off Mala's head. How do you react to this, Mala?
So I can imagine as like the car is like weaving and turning and kind of tilting slightly. Mala doesn't seem to be moving that much with the car. And if you see, there's kind of like this little air pocket kind of levitating her up just enough so that she doesn't feel as much of the kind of the bumps and all of that. But as this thing almost hits her, she kind of dodges it and she kind of grabs onto the to the front seat where Granny is driving, and she says, "You don't think we could go any faster, do you?"
Faster, you say? Well, hang on, children. And Granny hits the pedal to the metal.
I
The
love
car
it.
starts
And
picking up speed. One of you couldn't do something about them behind you, could they?
It'd be my pleasure, but you need to be careful, because if I don't lose my lunch, I'm going to lose my head here. And Sam, you said that there's a car chasing us, right?
it's a Republic City police car. There are 3 people in it, and they are chucking. It seems to be at least a waterbender and a firebender, because they're just chucking fireballs and big baseball-sized chunks of hail, trying to take out your car. And you could hear the sirens, and you can barely hear them saying, "It's like freeze, Republic City PD."
All right, so yeah, Victor would look at Mala and he'd be like, "Can you do me a favor and trying to get those blasts like away from me?" And he would like rub his hand for a second, put his hand out, and he would use might to pretty much grab the tires and rip them off their car.
All right, so let's start with Mala. Put up what kind of defense are you going to use to make sure that Victor's head doesn't get taken off?
Yeah, I think she's probably going to use maybe like athletics or unarmed, just to kind of keep a watch out for any projectiles that might be coming his way, and just to blast a huge gust of air to try and bend their trajectory so they don't hit him.
I like that. All right, so yeah, we could call that an obstacle. So go ahead and give me unarmed. Yeah, make this your martial prowess.
Okay.
And that'll be the barrier they have to beat if they want to hit Victor.
Okay.
As Granny's just making another hard left, taking out a freaking, a vegetable stand.
So it says 3. That makes
A
sense,
3?
right? Yeah.
Yeah. And is that including your unarmed?
Yep.
Okay. Fantastic. So they have to beat a 3. So Victor, you pop up to try to do what you're about to do. They are both taking just fireball. A fireball is coming straight down the barrel to you. Okay. That it was going straight down, straight. It would have taken your head clean off, but Mala manages to deflect it just enough to singe basically just past your right brow, and you end up taking only 1 physical stress. So give me a might roll, please. You were going to say something, Megan?
Oh, I think Mala would turn to him, seeing like this little like singe on his eyebrow, and she'd say, "Oh, that's a good look."
All right, so with my might skill, it's a 7. And also, he would look at Mala and he would be like, "Oh, thank you so much. I'm definitely bringing you on more trips."
Jesus, 7. That's a truly epic feat of bending might there. So describe to me how you just rip apart this vehicle.
So he pretty much, like with his metal bending, he starts crushing like the axle next to the tire, and he flings one tire to the side where the car just comes down, and it starts going to one side, then he just rips the other one out of the way.
Fantastic. And yeah, the smoke is billowing out of the ruined engine. The police officers were flung out, and they're doing 3-point like judo landings, trying not to get smeared across the cobblestone. And Granny is just making another hard right, and there you've officially lost the coppers as you guys are making it back to your hideout with your stolen goods, whatever meager amount you were able to get from your last heist. So, where exactly is your hideout, Megan?
I can almost imagine that it is behind a flower shop that Granny operates. It's kind of like a front. It's in not the nicest part of town, but by no means the slums either. Somewhere where a flower shop would not be conspicuous.
All right. So as you pull in behind this flower shop, and the engine of this old jalopy starting to pump out some black smoke from hard use, and finally it stutters and stalls right as you park in the hidden garage that's built into this. So, Granny, what's it like inside the hideout inside the shop?
Well, there's actually a basement, and that's actually the hideout. You have to get into it to actually get into it. There's a little pendant that you actually have to bend to get in, and you have to know a pattern, but it'll work with all kinds of bending. And then the flower shop is just looks like a typical little shop. There's another old lady that works in there with me. She's the one running it most of the time. That's about all I got.
All right, very cool. So you guys make it in and basically just breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that you've just once again barely scraped past the beat cops from your last from one of your last missions. Unfortunately, it seems to have taken a toll on your vehicle. What are you guys feeling? What are you guys discussing in this moment?
Yeah, then Victor would be like really pumped up, all excited, but he has this bag full of stuff, and it's like, okay, here, somebody look at it. I don't want to be like the one opening it, and it's something crappy.
I get out of the car and I look at him and I go, I see what she was talking about. That's cute. And I kind of take my finger and rub his eyebrow where it was kind of singed off.
Be like, stop.
Now don't be a chicken. Just open it up and let's see what we got.
All right, he would put it in the table and just open the bag wide open.
Okay, with that, this was a smash and grab, and you managed to grab something. Basically, you managed to get the coin purse or the safe, the belongings of a safe of a nearby jewelry store in downtown Republic City. It was probably the biggest heist you've tried to pull, and you have actually managed to come away with basically a bag full of yuans, which is the money in Republic City, but probably a little bit less than you expected. But still, it's stacks of cash. So whoever has like the best crafting score you'd probably know that that's probably just enough to fix this jalopy of a car and have just a little bit left over.
Yeah, I don't think that Mala would know much about crafting or how much things really cost. So she just looks at all of that money and she would say, "Geez, maybe I can stop watering your flowers, Granny."
Well, Mala dear, I'm sorry, but unfortunately, we have to spend some of that money on getting a car fixed so we can still use it.
If you get the parts, I can fix it. Heck, I might be able to do most of the fixing without parts.
I reach up, pat him on the chin, and said, "That's good, boy. We'll see what we can do." I take a couple coins and I tell Mala, I'm like, "Here, why don't you go have a good time today? You don't have to worry about watering the flowers."
And just like this huge grin just like goes across her face, and she says, "Oh, there's that bending tournament I've always wanted to go see. Maybe I'll go there tonight." Victor?
He would be like, "Do you even need to ask me?" Hell yeah.
Well, you two go on ahead. I'll be after with you. I have to take care of some stuff at the flower shop. Have fun.
And Victor would look at Grant and he'd be like, "Look, if you want to hide that, I can open the wall for you real quick so you can put it in there."
I've got it, Victor. Go ahead and have a good time. I would say once those two move off and I get the car in the hideout, you can kind of see Granny sit down and talking to herself, kind of like, "Oh, there's got to be a way to get more money to take care of these kids. What can I do?" And then the scene kind of closes out and goes to the kids.
Very cool. That was fantastic. Chuck, you get a fate point for that, for being the doting grandma so effectively. So, with that scene closing, we'll cut to Mala and Victor heading into town, fresh off your last caper. You were probably just here, not but an hour or two ago, running from the cops. Uh, and you guys are going to a bending tournament, you said.
Yeah, I think that Mala would just kind of be looking around pretty cautiously, but not trying not to be too overtly suspicious looking. Just trying to make it as casual as possible. Just trying to, stay within the crowd, not draw any attention to herself.
Okay. And that's exactly what you do as you guys make your way, probably through the downtown with some expendable cash in your pockets for the first time. Probably burning a little bit of a hole in your pockets. Is there anything that might catch your eye while you're going through town, Victor? Since someone who probably hasn't had much money for a while.
He would be walking around and he would probably see this person who sells like hats and like coats and stuff like that, and he would see like this nice like leather jacket just his size, so he would go and like put it on and measure it, see if he likes it.
Okay. And so you're trying it on, it's actually a pretty nice fit. Yeah, you're looking at it and you're instinctively you check the price tag. It's going for basically the amount that you have in your pocket. You'd be left with just a couple bucks left over. But that's not the main thing that catches your eye. While you're in the shop, and you're trying on your clothes, you can you can hear the two people behind the counter kind of arguing to themselves, just back and forth. It's like, look, we can't afford to pay them. We just don't have the money right now. It's like, we have to, Dad. We have to. The triads aren't messing around right now. It's like there's talk of them going after a big score, and they're trying to gather up all their resources. We can't miss a payment right now.
Yeah, Victor hearing this, he would like noisily like put his hand on the counter and look up, and he'd be like, "Can you repeat that again?"
Oh, sorry, sir. We didn't mean to disrupt your shopping. It's just family matters. There's nothing to trouble you with.
He would probably be like, "Well, I have well, me and my group got a score to settle with the triads. So, what is it that you can't pay? Are they like shaking you guys down?"
Whoa, whoa, whoa! The the kid, the younger man, is he's got the brown eyes and the darker hair of someone probably descendant of the Fire Nation. He's just like, whoa, whoa! We don't want to start any trouble with the triads.
Yeah, I think at this point, Mala would just kind of like put her hands on Victor's shoulders and just says, "What my friend is trying to say is that he loves your coat, and we're not going to." And but he has a question about some of your products out front there, and we're wondering if you could go have a look. There's something wrong with the stitching. There might be some moths or something. Moth butterflies.
Oh, those damn moth butterflies! As the fatherly, I'm assuming what you assume is the father, goes running out there and just it's like, oh, damn moth butterflies, and just trying to shoo them away with some kind of like sandalwood, kind of like what are they called? Brush things that really don't work to keep them away. So, and the young man is left behind the counter.
And so now I would look to Victor, and now I would kind of nod. Now that there's kind of one person by himself, and he's the younger, probably the more desperate one, then there's probably a better chance of maybe talking with him. And she's like curious to see, and because she heard he was talking about the triads having a big score, and so she's really interested in that. And so she would kind of lean in, and she would say, "Look, you sound like you're in trouble. But everyone's in trouble here with the everyone, and if there's people coming here saying that they might want to help, you wouldn't want to pass that up, would you? And if it's maybe tell us a bit more about this big catch the triads are going for. If they're missing some of their own money, or if they have something else to deal with, I think they're going to put your loan on hold."
Okay. Give me do you have rapport at all? Or just no?
I have deceive, but that's it. Perform.
You have perform?
Yeah, I have perform.
We could sell that. Yeah, go for it. I already made my roll, so.
Okay, that's 3.
Okay, yeah. So the kid, so now that you're this close to him, he's probably younger than you. He can't be more than 15, maybe 16. And he's like nodding his head enthusiastically. He's like looks over to the front of the store to make sure his dad is still distracted. It's like, yeah, no, I heard from my buddy who's a little bit closer to the gangs that they're definitely going that all three of the big gangs are going after this big score. So they're just ramping up. It's tightening down on all their territories. They, they doubled our protection money. I don't know what the score is, but I know they want it. And if you can do something about that, I'll give you the jacket. Just get me out of if you can get us out of this protection racket with the freaking triple threats, that's all I care about.
Yeah, Mala would kind of look to Victor, say, that is a pretty nice jacket.
Shit, you're telling me. So, what do you think? We should do it? We got this, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this'll be good. Granny, I think, would be really, really happy with us. Yeah. Yeah, we'll help you out.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Just go out the side door so Dad doesn't see you leave with the jacket. And I wish I could help you more.
Is there anyone we can talk to? Who's your normal kind of correspondent with the triads?
Me? The same guy always comes, Shady Shin.
At that name, she just kind of groans and shit. All right. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, no, he's not a nice guy. So yeah, good luck. He's like, hurry, my dad's coming back.
So as we're leaving, Victor would be putting on the jacket. He would take out half of the coins that it would cost for it. He would give it to him. He'd be like, thank you. And there would be a metal base nearby, and he would use metal bending to extract the metal and have it wrap around his fingers like his brass knuckles.
Nice, I dig that. You're taking some art deco to make brass knuckles. All right. So with that preparation, the mental badassery, where are you two going?
I think Mala would want to head back to Granny. She's really excited to have done, because I think that Granny has always done the deals, has always done the setting up and all that, and we kind of are just the muscle, the talent, the people who kind of carry it out. But for once, we got a gig. We may even figure out the big thing that the triads are trying to get. So she's excited. So she would turn to Victor and just say, hey, forget about the tournament. This is big. This is much bigger. We should go right back to Granny and tell her what happened.
Yeah, Victor would be like, yeah, you're right. I mean, we can catch the tournament another day. And then he would nudge Mala, and he'd be like, thanks, by the way. I'm not really good at talking with people if it doesn't involve some kind of violence.
No, that's totally fine. I can't hit people with rocks, so.
Okay. So you guys rush back to the flower shop. Charles, what exactly would Granny be up to right about now?
Okay, as they're coming back down the street, they could see this guy come running out of my shop and me coming out chasing him and telling him not to talk to my people like that. And then I throw a potted plant at him and hit him. And I'm like, that's right, you stay out of here. You don't come in here and talk to her like that.
So that's exactly what you two see as you approach the very familiar flower shop.
Yeah, Victor would be like, whoa, Granny, but what the hell's going on in here? Do I have to beat somebody down?
Oh, I'm just tired of people talking to me like they can. I'm just trash. It's nothing, dear honey. Come on inside. Why aren't you two at the bending tournament?
He would point at Mala and he'd be like, "Oh, wait until you hear this one," and then he would spin around with his jacket to like flash it off.
So,
Victor, what did you do?
no, it's good. We heard that the triads and the other, all the other big gangs, they're going after something big. So they're taking up all the security money. And we overheard that, and we kind of got a bit of an in, I suppose, with what this is, and I mean, I mean, shady shins involved, but that's fine, you know. This could be a really big deal. There's something big that the big gangs are going after, and what if we went after that?
Okay, Mala, take a breath. Well, let's go inside down. You're a little excited. And so Granny goes inside and goes back into the back, and she starts getting drinks out for everybody before they even ask them. And she's like, "Now sit down, Mala. What are you trying to tell me?"
Look, there's something big that the gangs, that the big gangs, the triads, that they want. That something big is going down, and I think that we should get in on it.
The triads, you say? You can kind of tell Grandma's she's thinking, that sounds awful dangerous, you two.
Yeah, but if they're going after it, think about how much of a payout that could be.
Did you find out anything else about what was going on, or?
No, just that their contact is Shady Shin, so I assume we'd have to go talk to him.
You can kind of see a grin on Grandma's face. You know she's had a run-in or two with Shin before. You know she doesn't like him very well. I'll tell you what. Let's finish getting something to eat, and then we'll go see if we can find Shin.
And Victor would be like, "Oh, don't worry, he's gonna talk. I'll make sure of it."
Grandma reaches over and kind of gives him a tug on his arms and goes, "That's right, you're a good strong boy. We know you're good with your earth bending. She kind of has a little grin on her face, and she says, "We'll go. Just go ahead and eat." And then since I don't hear anything from anybody else, I would imagine that we finish up eating the meal, and then we head on out and see if we can find Shady Shim.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I almost would say I'd probably tell Maya to, since she's kind of a pickpocket, she might have connection with other ones to see if she can find out where he is.
Yeah, for sure. She would definitely kind of go kind of from person to person, or because I'm sure that Shady Shin is pretty well known, so I'm sure that people would know about his whereabouts. Or if they didn't know directly, their pockets would, so.
Well, wherever he is, he's not gonna be able to hide, not for long anyway. Well, I think Victor, just to get him ready, just in case, he would go to like his room in the hideout, and he will open up a bag, and pretty much the bag is full of like screws and stuff like that. And he would just like with his metal bending, like lift it all and you see it fly, and he would make it all go in his pocket. So he would use that as like projectiles, or just in case he had to bend something whenever we go somewhere. Pretty much to be in case.
Yeah, I think that Mala would just be kind of like lounging, feet up on the table, just kind of like with a little air sphere, playing around with that in her hand, kind of making it go like in between her fingers and stuff as we kind of wait for everyone to get ready. And
Hey guys, I'm sorry I just dipped out on you guys. I'm gonna stop the